Hi everyone, it's Melissa from the Hugstrap. I'm here today to teach you how to play Stand By Me and to teach you how to do a strum that is a really good one to break out of from, when you first start strumming, you start maybe just doing downstrokes and then maybe you do down, up. This is the down, down, up, down strum. It's a pretty versatile strum. You can use it in a lot of songs. So we're going to start with just learning how to do the strum. So usually when you're first learning a strum, it's a good idea to just take your fingers and lightly press them, put them on top of your strings. You don't want to press down because you don't want to make any noise. This will help mute your strings and it makes it a little bit easier to hear what you're doing. So we're going to start with down, down, up, up, down. Now I want you to pay attention to what I do with my fingers. You're going to use, you can use 2 fingers, you can use 1 finger. I like to use all 4 so I get a nice percussive sound. And I'm using this part of my nail in order to hit it. So that way, you hear that? It makes a nice percussive noise. And that way I'm also not ripping up, the skin around my fingers. So whatever you choose, whatever feels most comfortable to you, you're going to want to place your fingers just a little bit above the sound hole and, do whatever feels good to you. And then you're going to use your thumb for the up part. So it would be down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And I recommend, if you're kind of getting used to that and what it feels like, that you spend some time working on that before you move on to playing. So you would do it in the muted version so you can really hear what you're doing. And then maybe you can add a chord, maybe try your C chord. And focus on making sure that you hear nice, clear rings when you do it, so it doesn't sound muted. So you don't want it to sound like that. That was what you started with. You want to make sure it's And then the next part of this video, we're going to learn how to play Stand By Me, which is a song most people know, and it has a nice pace, a nice tempo to it, so it's really easy to learn how to do this strum to that song. So before we get started, make sure you go to the description box and get a free downloadable PDF tab of this song so you can play along with me. We're going to use the chords C, A minor, F, and G7. So it's only 4 chords, and it's pretty simple. All right, so here we go. We're going to do the intro, which is going to be a down, down, up, down strum on the C chord. So it's, we're going to go to the A minor, F, G7. Now, before we go any further, I just want to point something out. When you're a beginner student, it is really important to learn how to use the right fingers for your chords. And the reason why is because it will make it much easier to make the transition from one chord to another. So when you first start playing with your C chord, make sure you use either your ring finger or your pinky. This will allow your middle and your index fingers to be free to make the next chord. And this is a perfect example of chords that kind of go in a nice order with your fingers so you don't have to move around too much, and it can be a pretty seamless transition. So if you start with your C, for example, and I'm using my ring finger, then I'm going to go to use my middle finger for the A minor. All right. Then my one finger's already in position. I've got my index finger ready to make the F. Okay. Now my index finger's in the right position for the G7, and I just plop those down. So it kind of goes in a nice little circle. So it's. And that's the song. All right. So let's play it together. All right. We're going to start. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I won't be afraid.
darling, darling if you want at the end of it, or you can maybe repeat the first verse, but that's the song in a nutshell. Just a couple little, notes. Make sure that when you're doing your down, down, up, down strum that you finish out the strum, and make sure you also don't rush from the verse into the oh darling chorus part. A lot of times when I teach this to my beginner students, they tend to forget, like they kind of get like ahead of themselves. So make sure you fill out that whole down, down, up, down strum. There's no part where you have to switch chords in the middle of that strum pattern, so just make sure you finish it out. All right? If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button, maybe hit subscribe so that way you can find more videos that I have. In the corner you will find a little card so you can actually find more of my song tutorials. And also I would like to just show you my strap. This is an invention of mine called the hug strap. This one is actually called the all-in-one hug strap. And what the hug strap does is it allows you to wrap the strap around the waist of your ukulele if you don't have strap buttons. Because this is the all-in-one hug strap, it actually does multiple things. It will do what I just mentioned. It will also go on a strap button, like I have here, and it can also go on 2 strap buttons. So if you have one at the neck and one at the base, you can use it in that way. If you'd like to check those out, you can find them on thehugstrap.com, and there's a link to it in the description box as well. All right, have a great day.